Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport, bro. Back with another video, guys. Today is what? Saturday, the 15th, November 15, 2025. I'm still in Liberia. I'm going to be here probably for another week and a half. I got to spend another Saturday, pretty much. Okay, so I'm so excited to be doing this video. Not only that, the markets have been horrible, right? And my distributions have been down. But looking at the distributions this week from last week, with everything that's been going on in the market, I think I'm in a good space. And not only that, right? I think I'm gonna just make that in another video. Yieldmax just announced 12 positions that's gonna be reverse split, right? And I don't know how people can say this does not affect the position, but guys, can you imagine having $100 and somebody come and say, you know what, we're gonna do a reverse split and then give you less 100 shares, right? I would say 10 shares, right? And so we're gonna do a reverse split. Now your 10 shares that you have that is worth $100, now we're gonna give you only 2 shares for $100. Now, if you are getting $1 from each of those distributions, now you're only gonna be getting instead of getting $10, right, every week or every month, now you're gonna be getting $2 for something that is worth, 6 times, 8 times more than what you were paying for it, guys. So, if you don't understand that, I don't know, because I don't understand it either. It doesn't make no sense to me. But some people say it's a good thing, right? But I don't see how it can be a good thing. Okay. Anyway, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. This is just our weekend income review video. Now, I try my best to do this live like I would normally do, but the internet kept dropping. So I just decided to do all the calculation and then bring it to you guys. That way, excuse me, that way we don't have no issues when I'm trying to do these calculations. You know what I'm saying? You know your boy is old school, right? I'm too lazy. So, guys, this is what I'm talking about, okay? These guys do reverse split. You lose your money. You're losing your money, right? You're losing your money literally because you're losing the amount of shares that were paying you distributions, which is for us, distribution dividend is key. So if your distributions go from $100,000 to $30,000, right? But you still have the same value. Come on, you got that because you wanted the money in return, not the other stuff. Anyway, this is not the video for that, but this is why I switched from the Yieldmax product to Run Hill. I still have a couple of them, right? Throughout my portfolio, I may have maybe like three, maybe the most. But you know what? To each his own. All right, guys. With that said, let's get down to business because, like I said, today is the weekend income review portfolio. We're gonna look at now. Like I said, I already calculated all of this. I'm just gonna kind of go through and show you guys. So we have POTY is one of the positions that I have from Yieldmax. HOOD is another one of the positions I have from Yieldmax, which I think was not part of the split. NVIDIA is another position I have from Yieldmax, which was a part of the split that is coming. And I think I don't know exactly what it is. So I just saw this. I haven't had a chance to look through it. But of those three, this one is going to be affected by the split. So this little 30, what does that show up there now? These 36 cents that I got this week. Next week will be, who knows, 5 cents or something like that. Okay. Ron Hill, we got another with a QDT, 30 cents, and Ron Hill, on the weekly pays. This is WPay. We got $126 in there. So. I'm just showing you guys this so you can say, well, Edwin, you're not doing the stuff like you usually do. Okay. Trying to speed this up. All right. So in the cash management portfolio, this is what we have, right? In Robinhood, let me see what the total amount. Robinhood, boys in the hood. This week. So Robinhood this week, we got $161.67. Okay, so that's enough to pay a couple bills, but nothing serious, right? I think that's enough to cover my phone bill for now. But nothing serious. We need that to pay tuition, right? And that's not enough to even pay Evie's tuition right now in school. So we got to get that up. And then in the cash management portfolio, which this one is right here, we have $91.16. So this will be paying some bills, and we still got ways to go. $91.16. Okay, so that is not good at all. All right. So looking back in my big boy portfolio, you can see we got most of the stuff in here is above $1. So which is good. I think in this first page image here, only got $1.65. Everything else is above $1. So I think that's kind of okay for me. Now I can build on that, right? PLTW, we got $1 and $159. And this stuff says margin, but technically I am margin free. 100% normal margin, right? I just got to disable the margin function in the portfolio. MSTR, you see I got another $92.44. You know, my goal is to get all these above $100. So when these guys get above $100, we'll start putting the money like this PLTW. I'm not reinvesting back into this. The cash going into something else because it's way above the $159 mark. Maybe I try to get it up a little bit more, but right now the goal is to spread, the distributions that's coming in. I think for me, it's just my style of investing. I know other people don't do it like that, but for me, just my style of investing, and it works best for me. Okay, guys. But like I said, we done with margin. No more margins over here. I just got to turn it off. All right. So on this page, you can see WPay. We got another $1,088, and then we got another $634. And this is margin, but I don't have any more margins on this account. So once I turn margin off, all of this, what was that, $1,700 would be non-margins, right? It would be cashed in my portfolio. But like I said, I'm not buying nothing now, which I'm tempted because the market is down. So maybe I might buy something once I turn off margin next week, right? I'm going to try to do it today. Once I get that turn off, right, come next week, right, I might buy some more stuff because I'm getting stuff at a discount to beef up the portfolio. I'm ready, I really want to be pulling at least about $2,500 a week out of WPay. But I mean, $1,700 it's not bad. It's better than nothing, right? But if I'm pulling at least about $2,500 out of WPay every week, I think we'll be in good space. But of course, then again, the positions have to be generating enough cash to do stuff. So, how much we did generate from this account? So this account we generated $2,227.90. Okay, so that's enough to cover a few bills, right? Enough to cover a few bills and keep me out of the unemployment line. Okay, so guys, in total, right? In total, let me move this over here. Last week we did $2,664.20. Now I did that on the cloud, and for some reason the cloud is not loading up. The internet is not strong enough, so it's not coming up. So I only got this from the thumbnail, right? What we made last week, and then this week this is where we are. So it's about what a couple $100 different, right? More or less than what we made last week. So I mean, I'm thinking we're in good shape. So total for so far this month, we have generated $5,144.93. Okay. Now, this is with 2 weeks in. We still got 2 more weeks to go. Now, this money here is more money than my last job. I was working paycheck. Okay. So if we can increase this to about $12,000, $14,000, $15,000 a month, I think I'll be in more comfortable position. But since we got this month and next month, I don't have to use this money and let it build up in there. We can buy more positions. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is just have, maybe about 6,000 or so in a different account, just sitting there, maybe collecting like 4% interest, which I really don't want to do for emergency fund. Right, I think I'm gonna do that because I really don't have an emergency fund, but I can put that in the high yield and have that cash collecting more interest, guys. So, how do you feel? How do you guys feel about Yieldmax doing a reverse split? I know you guys don't feel good about that. with a reverse split coming. Now, so far with all of the stuff that's going on, right? We've been down. We still have a $47,000 in profits in this portfolio. Okay, after all of the changes we made, all of the things we sold, we are still up $47,000. Now, this portfolio is still down, right, from the profit. We were up to about what, 200 and something. So like we're up to like 60 something $1,000 in profits. Now we're down to 47,000 in profits. So we're down a lot, right? But it is what it is. This is what we do with the market. Me, I'm primarily interested in distributions and return. So we need to add, we're going to reinvest some more money probably in January. But if the market continues to go down, right, like it is doing now, this opportunity to buy. So I will definitely be buying more positions. So when the market do go back up, we get that growth. Okay, guys. Now I'm not going to run through this, to save time. But we're going to do this maybe when I get back. So in another 2 weeks, when I'm back in the States, we're going to take time and go through the portfolio and have a key conversation. But tomorrow video is going to be interesting because of all the stuff that's going on with Yieldmax. Okay, so tomorrow video is going to be very, very interesting. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed week. I hope you guys made enough money or made more money than I did this week. Okay, stay blessed, stay out of trouble. Peace out.